What's up, everyone? I just got done watching episode 10 for the mid-season finale of Gotham. Now, this was a good episode. I didn't watch it yesterday because I was still on the road, and by the time I got home, I was just tired and I didn't care anymore. By the way, I'm back home. It's Thanksgiving break. But this episode was mainly, we find out that there is assassins after Selina Kyle because of how she knows who killed the Waynes. And so this episode is pretty much basically Gordon and Alfred and Bullock all trying to do all they can to find Bruce and Selina. Now, this was a pretty good character development for Alfred because I know that they hinted at in the original series that Alfred was possibly worked for the CIA or something like that, and we see Alfred kick some butt. He fights with the assassins. He does everything he can to find Bruce. And once again, in this season, in the middle of this season, because this was a mid-season finale, they really built on the relationship between Alfred and Bruce. They did a phenomenal job at that. And the guy who played Alfred, fantastic. In this episode, we got more of Bruce being Batman. Early on in the episode, it shows Selina Kyle and Bruce kind of training. He's trying to maintain his balance on a beam in the house, on the stairs of the beam of the stairs. And Selina's telling him how to stay balanced and everything, and not bend over, to keep it straight or something. And so once again, she toys with his emotions. She's like, "You want to kiss me?" He's like, "No, you're not very nice." What? Basically, Bruce tells her, "You're not nice." This was some very good character development for Bruce. And some good character development for Selina as well. She does kind of... excuse me. Selina kind of makes Bruce do what he actually has to do. She takes her to some kind of person that she gets money from. And Alfred and Bullock have to go to Fish and try to get her to convince her to help. Alfred flirts with Fish, and it was kind of funny. He says she's pretty much beautiful, and that she wouldn't forgive herself if she let this go. Blah 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 blah. This was a very good episode for Alfred. Gordon, on the meanwhile, is talking with Dent because we find out that Dent didn't say anyone's name out loud, but he whispered, and that's how the word got out. So now everyone's looking for Mr. They still think that Lovecraft is the person who killed the Waynes. And when Gordon gets to Lovecraft's apartment, he's like, "Look, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm nothing. People who really run the city, the high and mighty, they know that you're trying to make something different, and they're laughing at you." Basically, it's kind of like if you guys ever watched The Spectacular Spider-Man, and how when he faces Tombstone, and he's like, "You've been putting criminals in jail because I haven't really done anything else. I've let you do what you've done." Pretty much hinting at Gordon's isn't even close to winning the war yet. He's not even started the battle yet, pretty much. And so when they're in Lovecraft's apartment, he's talking about how the Waynes were setting up, something was talking about, how something bad was going to happen to the Waynes, or that something big and bad was going to be happening in Gotham. They're hinting at that maybe someone hired someone to kill the Waynes, which, as we all know, in the comics, it was Joe Chill who killed the Waynes. Now, in Batman Begins, he was just a desperate street thug. Now, what they could do here is maybe they could have someone hires Joe Chill to kill the Waynes. We do get some homage to some other characters. We get an homage to Ivy, and we find out Ivy is a very scary child. Oh my gosh. Even Selina Kyle is scared of her. Bruce is like, "Why are we walking away from her? Why are you afraid of her?" "Because she's scary." Yeah. Selina Kyle is afraid of Poison Ivy. And it was just really funny. Ivy just has this death stare on her face, and you're just like, crap. It's like that kid from Halloween, just not as scared, but you're like, "All right, girl, just back up about 10 feet. Don't come closer. Don't come closer!" Pretty much. And these two assassins, basically, they're wanting Selina Kyle because she knows what happened to the Waynes, and they want to shut her up. That's pretty much it. So when all is said and done, when Alfred and Bullock and Gordon are all coming in, Bullock almost dies, but because of Gordon saving him by shooting the assassin right after cutting it very close to getting Bullock killed. And so after all is said and done, Selina leaves. Oh, and her person that she was going to for help, I honestly thought he was going to have her raped at a minute, because he's like, you're going to go upstairs, because there's some people who are really going to want to meet you. I was like, you're going to have her raped, aren't you? But no, I should have seen. I was like, oh, the assassins. Why didn't I think of that? So, some more things with Bruce on how he's slowly becoming Batman. When he's chasing Selina Kyle because she left him on the streets to fend for himself, and he actually chases after her. She jumps from a building to another building, and she does it with ease. Bruce, he almost dies, or he almost falls, but Selina saves him, and then he's like, look, don't run off on me again. And she's like, fine, you're gonna stick with me. This is my house. This is my rules, and you listen. And he's like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. And at the end of the episode, Selina is actually sneaking out, and an assassin could have killed Bruce. And she's like, come on, kid, tell me where your girlfriend is. You're not even on the contract. And Bruce is like, where's your girlfriend? And he's like, I have no idea. And then she whispers something to him. She's like, don't confuse bravery with common sense. And what she's basically saying, don't think you're doing a good thing when you could easily get yourself killed, pretty much. So then Alfred finds him, and they hug it out. And because that Lovecraft was killed, but it was by Gordon's gun, and so the mayor doesn't want any of this leaking out, proving that the mayor is just as corrupt as everyone else in Gotham. So the mayor wants everyone to basically pretend like it was a suicide, even though it was a murder. And he's like, even Mr. Dent here. And he's like, Mr. Dent, what do you have to say? And Harvey basically, Harvey doesn't want to argue. Harvey doesn't want to be on the wrong side of the fence. And Gordon is like, he's like, you tried to take me down? The mayor's basically saying, because you tried to take me down, one of you guys is going down. Harvey has already basically apologized, and he wants one from Gordon pretty much. And Gordon says, Mr. Mayor, kiss my butt. And his punishment, he is a security guard for Arkham now. This was a good way to end this episode. I'm going to start uploading other episodes onto my YouTube page, my reviews of each episode, and I want you all to tell me, what have you thought of the mid-season of Gotham? What have you thought of it so far? We know that there's going to be we know that they're going to finish the rest of the season. They're probably going to do what The Walking Dead is doing, and The Walking Dead takes a break for Christmas, and that's probably what everyone for Gotham is doing. We do get something from Penguin before I go. Penguin does know what's going on, but Falcone's like, who took my money? Who did what they did? And Penguin's like, sir, why don't you just take out Mooney now? And why don't you just take Fish out now? And he's like, Fish is nothing. I can take care of her. She's fine. Don't worry about it. And so they come to find out that Falcone's like, who snitched on me? And he basically knows now that there is a snitch in his household. And before they have dinner, he shoots a guy in the head. And his face is in the food. And he just expects everyone to eat. I wouldn't be. I'd be like, someone get the food. Can someone get the body out of the food? Can someone remove the body? Can someone please get rid of the body? Lila was not in this episode, but Penguin is talking to someone, and he's like, why don't you just tell him that it's Liza? And he's like, because I have to wait. He's waiting for the right opportunity. He's like, because Liza is a ticking time bomb, and that's exactly what she is. She's a time bomb, and he's waiting to detonate it. He's waiting the right time to detonate Liza for what she is. But guys, once again, another episode of Phenomenal Views. This has been my review for episode 10 of Gotham. Once again, put in the comments below, what did you think about the first half of Gotham? Hit that like button and make this channel grow. Tell your friends about it. Tell your enemies. Tell people who are better than you. Tell people who are about the same equal as you. You know what? What the heck? You know what, guys? Have a good night.